Hello, hello, welcome all. Welcome many. Welcome everybody to the world of tomorrow. Oh, almost hit the stop streaming button. That's now I switch scenes. Hello? Welcome everybody. It's been a while, because I haven't felt like playing a lot of games. A lot of games online. I'll probably do a couple smaller streams at the end of the year. Probably on the same schedule. That is, Saturday and Sundays. Why is this not picking up? It's not picking up my mouth very well. Oh, well. I'll figure that out one day. Roar, roar, roar. Let me try and recalibrate. Hello? Hello. Can people still hear me on the audio? Does the audio still sound good? Okay. I turned up the mouth sensitivity a lot. And I'm leaning forward a bit. So with the high mouth sensitivity, you might just see me going a lot of... as I move my lips a little bit. Yeah, so we're breaking the streak for some Picross. Very excited that when I got stuff ready for the stream last night that my letterbox puller worked. Since it's been a while, I think I just said hold down the last 14 days of movies. Yeah, somebody in the Discord had mentioned that there was going to be some new Picross games coming out, so I was looking at them, and when trying to find them, I came across this. Juufuutei Raden's Guide for Pixel Museum. So this is a Picross game that appears to showcase, I don't know, museum stuff. There's a dark mode? I'll try dark mode. I've never seen a Picross game with a dark mode. Yeah, so I got all the movies pulled. I replaced the background since I was playing some Arceus before. I had a little Arceus background, and I didn't really have a background I liked, except I really like this, like 4-year-old Falcom 40th anniversary photo. It's the one we saw in Yodobashi Camera Abbey. The one where you did the baseball on top of the building. They had this huge thing, like enamel, like sticker printed along the side of one of the 3 escalator pillars. I mean, there's stairways, but for escalators. Escalator ways? I don't know how you want to say that. It's in one of the escalator ways. And I was looking for this forever, and I think, like, talking with Good Job and, like just mentioning it to him a whole bunch, I'm like, I'm finally able to find this. It wasn't that hard, I just didn't quite know what it was.
ホロハイブデバイスに所属するリグロスは賑やかしネタはクー担当。重風亭一門は前座見習い。重風亭ラデンでございます。
はじめまして、よろしくお願いします。
ラデンが館長を務めますピクセルミュージアムへお越しいただきありがとうございます。当ミュージアムでは芸術や文化に関する作品をピクセルパズルとしてご用意しております。あなたの手でピクセルパズルを解き作品を完成させる。そう、このミュージアムは体験型展示となっているのです。ピクセルパズルが何か。
Well, I know what a pixel puzzle is.
盤面に並んでいる数字をヒントにしてマスを塗っていくあれですよ。知らない？ご安心を。 初めての方にも楽しんでいただけるようチュートリアルやヒント機能を各種取り揃えております。また作品が完成したら解説も楽しめます。ラデンからもいろいろお話しさせてもらうのでどうぞお楽しみに。おっと、そろそろ開館の時間ですね。それでは共に参りましょう。ピクセルミュージアムにご案内。ここはね、
Works are divided in exhibit floors according to themes. Works are completed by solving the pixel puzzles that then become viewable. Once you complete the artwork, a photo or illustration accompanied by curator Raden's explanations will appear.
ねえねえ
So, I thought this would be cool because it's, I don't know, I like going to museums. I think maybe a bit more so when I was younger than now, but I still like going to museums. And this is a little Picross museum with actual stuff to learn. No, I don't.
いってらっしゃい。
Please, I think we know about the pixel puzzles here. I think buttons is the method that I want to use.
ふむふむ、すごい。いいね。
Ine,
よくできました。
that ticket?
読書。
Reading. You can't put the concept. This is the concept of reading in a live. Okay, let's see what we
読
got.
書はラデンの趣味でもあります。
Uh-huh.
一人で本を読むのもいいのですが、本の感想を共有するのも読書の醍醐味ですよね。
So des.
そこで毎月推薦図書を3冊あげてみんなで感想を語り合う書
I
講
got my ears
演
perked up.
という企画を行っています。読書好きの方も本はあまり読まないなぁという方もラデンと一緒に本の世界に浸ってみませんか？
After completing 5 artworks on the floor, you can enter the special exhibit located at the back. Special exhibit features Raiden's top favorites, so you can try out the puzzles. Explanations for the works in the special exhibition room are delivered with greater detail and depth. The special exhibition rooms are available on each exhibition floor, so make sure to visit and challenge these works there as well. Okay, so this is the Juufuutei Raden floor.
ようこそ。聞いて聞いて。ようこそ。ここはね。ようこそ。ふむふむ。聞いて聞いて。ここはね。聞いて
What's
聞い
some
て。
of
ラデン
Raiden's
のお部屋
stories?
へご案内。
The work is composed of multiple pieces of memory puzzle. Okay, so this is the Super Picross. I need to unlock a lot before I can do
聞いて
those.
聞いて。ようこそ。楽しみだね。
Okay.
ファイト
I guess we're going to be doing some
ー。なるほど。
Raiden-based
やったー。
museum work.
うんうん。いいね。おめでとう。おちょこ。
Ochoko. Sake cups. These are bad. The only people I see actually enjoy these were people who were very poor and living in Hawaii. Oh no. This isn't cup sake. These are sake cups.
日本酒を味わうときに欠かせない器、おちょこでございます。同じ日本酒を味わう手記であるぐい飲みや杯と比べて
These are not
小
cup
さな
sakes.
器なのでちびちびと一口ずつ味わいたいときにぴったり。さまざまな材質やデザインがあるのでおちょこ選びも楽しい。地域の伝統工芸品を試してみたりデザインにピンときたものを手に取ったりするのも素敵です。お気に入りのおちょこを見つけて日本酒の世界を堪能してみてくださいね。 日本酒を味わうときに欠かせない。
I wish the confirmation button wasn't replay.
ファイト
Let's do it.
スタート。
I would choose,
ふむふむ。
and what was
す
it?
ごい。
An old choco. I would choose an old choco that's,
いいね。
had interesting styles on it.
なるほど。
Normally use the X's more, but on the smaller puzzles, it takes more time to do the X's than not. The little mushroom? Ugh. Nobody here likes mushrooms. Fine. Tell me what you think about
キ
mushrooms.
ノコといえば螺鈿の大好物。
Wow.
そして忘れちゃいけないキノコソング。松茸、舞茸、しめじ、しいたけ。
My wife and this girl love mushrooms.
螺鈿はキノコ系 VTuber ではなく破天荒系 VTuber のはずなんですが、ちなみに螺鈿は松茸ダンスの歌を口ずさんだ時点では松茸を食べたことがなかったのですが、しかし2024年秋、ついに人生初松茸を味わいました。めっちゃ美味しかったな。
Have we had matsutake before, Abby? No,
楽しみだね。
I've not been eating you tutorials.
はじめ。
Let's be good.
うんうん。
I will start using X's on 10 by 10 just to prevent mistakes.
ふむふむ。
This one's perfect because it fits in there equally. Actually, I don't know if that goes there.
なるほど。
Now I do.
すごい。 うんうん。
Mm-hmm. I might have. It didn't describe every mushroom type I had in there in
な
the
るほ
food.
ど。やったー。
The one thing I wish this had was like some of the Picrosses will like strike out the row when you have it finished up top, like with red, or change the coloring. This is like a
うんうん。
thing to help me visually see that I finished that row or column. And I don't consider that an assist. That's just why I'm like, oh, do I have this? Like when you've got like 6 numbers up there and you're trying to match all the way down, it's a little easier. So let's say in this one, 1. This has to be the 2. That can't be a 1, so that has to be a
うん
1.
うん。やったー。 すごい。
See, that row would be. This row is complete. I just haven't marked those out yet.
完成。センス。
I don't think I own a sensu. You have a sensu, don't you, Abby?
センスは落語家にとって箸やキセル、刀に手紙などの見立てに使う
Any type of
欠
folding
かす
fan.
ことのできない大切な小道具の一つです。
Even if you don't flip it out to cover your
誰
face
も
as you
前座
talk
見習いではあります
or
が、話し家の端
man
くれ
yourself
と
as
し
you
て師匠
sneak
から
me or
いただ
something.
い
I
た
don't
セン
know.
スをいつも持ち歩いています。さて、センスは本来仰いで涼を取る道具ですが、落語を含め能や舞踊といった芸能にも使われました。
Rakugo style.
また古くは平安時代から扇の面に歌や絵を描いて楽しむ扇絵の文化など日本美術的にも重要なアイテムとなっています。
Thank you.
楽しみだね。スタート。うんうん。
So yeah, there's a couple new Picross games coming out. This is also by Jupiter,
うんうん。
which is why I was finding it looking for the other ones. I think there's a Capcom one and another styled one. I'm still going through all of Picross S Plus because I got all the DLC for, and that's like 10 games that are like 75% of a normal Picross-esque game. But I haven't been playing a lot on my Switch lately. I played Super Robot Wars Y off stream, and that was a blast. I got almost all the way through, had some troubles on the most difficult boss, and then when I was figuring that out, the DLC came out. So I decided just to replay it with the DLC. Ooh, I already made a mistake. What's going on here? What did I do here? Seven is there. Okay, I'm just gonna back it up. I was talking, I wasn't paying attention. Let me just figure out what I did wrong here. This has to be 1, 2, 3. That has to be a 2. That means that can't be there. That has to be there. That can't be there. That can't be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I think we're good now. Yeah, so I've been playing mostly Super Robot Wars Y, and then I was also playing some Pokemon ZA. I think maybe I streamed a little bit of it. Last time I played. I was also playing some Pokemon, what is it? It's Arceus. I got all the mystical beasts or whatever as of last night. So I might be ending the game there, too. I've been trying to think about what I want to play next year when I come back. Maybe more regularly. And thinking about maybe starting with the Fuga 3. And then coming into play Disgaea 7. I have no idea what this is. Oh, it's a shell?
古くから螺鈿細工に使われるだけでなく、磨いた貝殻を杯として使っていたそうです。さらに夜光貝は貝殻だけでなく、その実も人気があって、奄美諸島や沖縄の人たちは食材としても重宝しているそうですよ。夜光貝は生物学的にはサザエの仲間なんで、それに似た味なんでしょうか。現地の夜光貝料理に舌鼓を打ちつつ、その貝殻の杯で
I would love to drink sake out of a giant green cell.
みたいなこ
Yes.
ともしてみたいもんですな。
Yes, I would.
いいね。はじめ
What the heck? What is that? Oh, I don't like that. Normally I don't know what this does, but normally the right bumper would let me do counting. Like that. Not necessary, but it does, like, when they added that in Picross, like, the S4 or S3 engine, I forget what. Very helpful.
なるほど。
To make sure you don't, like, miscount, especially where there's, like, puzzles that are, like, 50 by 50 now. It's like, oh, 23 from this thing. And like, at this point, the puzzles are pixel puzzles, because they're quite small.
いいね。なるほど。
7. See, I would have told me that was completed, but
なるほど。やった。
maybe they'd consider it an assist in this one.
ふむふむ。うんうん。なるほど。すごい。うんうん。いいね。
I'm also trying to figure out my stream schedule. I don't think I was. Nope, that's not what I want to do. I don't think I like streaming every Saturday, Sunday.
ふむふむ。
Especially when work isn't particularly enjoyable. My weekend is then after Friday, wake up somewhat early, immediately get down to this for like a few hours,
なるほど。
then spend a little time with Abby, spend a little bit of time with Anya, spend a little time working on homework,
うんうん。
dinner, and then, you know, go to sleep, wake up Saturday or Sunday, call parents,
やった。うんうん。
do this for a few hours, do the movie time I spend with my friends on Sundays, make one mistake in a Picross puzzle. Six. 2, 3, 1, 4, 1, 1. Oh.
やったー。
And then go to bed after a movie, and
よくできました。
my weekend's mostly streaming. Which I enjoy doing this, but I also enjoy more flexibility, so.
日本酒は主にお米を原料に作るお酒なんですが、玄米から表層を削る精米部合によって味が変わってきます。これが純米酒とか純米大吟醸といった名前の違いに現れているんですよ。それに地域によって製法とか水質が変わってくるので、いろんな味を楽しめるのも日本酒の魅力ですね。ラデンは日本酒の会という企画で定期的に全国各地の日本酒を飲んでいるので、一緒にお酒を楽しみたいときはぜひいらっしゃってくださいね。楽しみだね。スタート。なるほど。
I was using the analog stick, which also is a little wonky. Oh, not like that.
うんうん。 なるほど。
Also, last year I did a fun stream where I ranked every movie I saw, and that took a long time. I watched more movies this year, and that's kind of a pain in the butt to set up. So I would like to do something like that, but I don't
な
know.
るほど。
For my own sanity, I might just not do that.
うんうん。 いいね。
Especially since I didn't really start adding like star values until halfway through the year, and now I'm sort of very rigorously giving star ratings to movies. I feel like if I at least given star ratings more consistently, I could sort of pre-populate a list, like, okay, just ranking based on stars, here's what it looks like.
うんうん。
And then if I'm like, well, even though that ranks 2.5 stars, that's better than this movie. Like all these movies that I said were 3, so let's, you know, put that in there.
うんうん。
Rather than just like a blank slate and a
なるほど。
deck of
いいね。
300 plus cards.
すごい。ふむふむ。なるほど。 うん。やったー。
2, 4, 5, 6.
ふむふむ。
What the hell's going on over here? That's good.
なるほど。
Did I make a mistake here? Yeah.
うんうん。
Yeah.
いいね。
You like the clicky sounds?
すごい。
I don't think they're bad. I could probably turn them off.
ふむふむ。
I think they put them in there for feedback, so you know when you're moving around, especially on really big puzzles.
うんうん。やった。 なるほど。いいね。やったー。ふむふむ。
That's
Mm,
what
mm.
I knew this wasn't gonna blow anybody's socks
すごい。
off. I was hoping we can get to like some
ふむふむ。
fun art pieces, like museum
Yeah.
pieces.
やったー。すごい。
I guess she's like emoting over there too, so I'm doing well.
いいね。
That's encouraging.
やったー。うんうん。すごい。やった。ふむふむ。いいね。
Okay. No real mistakes. We recovered from anything that could have
あっ
happened.
ぱれ。そば。
SOBA Sohoba.
あなたはおそばには何をつけて食べますか？やっぱりそばつゆ派が多いかな。でもラデンはお塩につけて食べるのが大好きなんです。これはね、京都に旅行に行った時に初めて知った食べ方なんですけども、塩のしょっぱさがそばの風味を引き立ててくれて、もう最高に美味しかった。しかもおそばとお塩、どっちも日本酒と相性がいいのでさらに最高。ぜひ皆さんおそばにお塩試してみてくださいね。
Thank you for the soba noodles.
いいね。始め。
Pretty sure this maps out to the correct number, right?
うんうん。
After doing this many Picross puzzles, I should just know 391
すごい。
will fill it completely up without
なる
checking.
ほど。
I've been playing Squeak Cross as
うん
well,
うん。
and that will have like 9 by 8 puzzles or like something slightly off. 6, slightly off of the like ones I'm used to doing from the Jupiter games.
なるほど。 ふむふむ。
I don't want it to burn me. Again, on these smaller puzzles, like completely restarting or backtracking a little bit's pretty possible. When we get to the big one, it's like,
ふ
nope.
むふむ。
Unless I make a mistake at the end or in a place that's super fixable. Just bad news bears.
うんうん。 いいね。 ふむふむ。
Has to be
なるほど。
3. be more I can do, right? So that's a 2. That's a 1. What does function R do? You can rewind the puzzle? That's news to me. Rewind puzzle ZLZR, okay. That's a neat little feature. Or cannot go down here at all. It's the only place for 4. Only place for 1. These used to be good games for me to fall asleep during. But now, like, if I get a really big puzzle and I'm laying down in bed, I just get really bad anxiety trying to figure out what that puzzle is. So not so good as of late to fall asleep. Has to be a 1, that has to be a 3. Yeah, that's pretty nice, thank you. Is that a 2? Those are 1s. Nope, where did I mess up? Besides everywhere. 3, 3, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 3. 2, 7, 1, 1, 4, 1, 4. That doesn't even make sense there. 3, 2, 2, 4, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. Where's the one we're missing here? Oof. There we go. Never make a mistake. Never. The no mask.
ラデンのトレードマークの一つ、能面でございます。初配信では大変お世話になりました。能面はいろいろ種類があるんですが、ラデンがつけている面はコウモテっていう女面の一つなんです。女面は 女神像をモデルに作られたとも言われていて、その中でもコウモテは最も若い女性を表しているそうです。ちなみに能面は螺鈿が日本美術にハマったきっかけでもあります。螺鈿を日本美術の世界に誘ってくれたまさに女神様ですね。
Just want to check the settings.
聞いて。設定を変更するオプション。
Want art every counts. Each of that grays out the confirmed numbers. I think that's what I want.
設定を変更する
Only for
聞いて。ようこそ。
some accessibility reasons.
これはね。いいな。
Okay. Oh no, I didn't want to go to the special exhibit, not yet.
これはね。スタート。
Okay.
なるほど。
So I wonder
なるほど。
how this game came about. Is this like a VTuber who loves Picross, or are they like, hey, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. The hints sort of gray out as you finish them. I'm also okay if they don't gray out and they like the line just gets sort of marked through like they do in Squeakross. Just to be like, hey, you know, you got that. That's locked in. That's your two.
なるほど。
6.
いいね。なるほど。
What's going on here? There's a 3 somewhere in the middle here? How's that even possible? I don't like this at all.
まいたけぐるぐるぐるぐる。まいたけ
We're just going all the way back.
ぐるぐる。まいたけぐるぐるぐるぐる。
That's kind of cool.
まいたけぐる。
No, 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 no.
まいたけぐるぐるぐるぐる。まいたけぐる。
The BI hits didn't revert me back to that time. It's like, okay, well,
まいたけぐるぐるぐるぐ
all
る。
the way back to the beginning.
まいたけぐるぐるぐるぐる。
Oh wow, I feel like I'm time traveling. Actually, this is kind of cool.
なるほど。
I wonder if they made this game because she's like a Picross VTuber, or she really likes it, or maybe management was just like, hey, we know some people at Jupiter, we can get you in a game.
すごい。
Maybe Jupiter's like, we are big fans of you. You want to be in a Picross game or something? We haven't had an S1 come out in a while. We could really use the content.
なるほど。
This was the much more likely scenario. But that 6 went all the way down to the bottom there. Just how this has to work out. So see, even before it would highlight it, it didn't mean you got it right or wrong, it just meant, yeah, you got 6 there. So that's why I really don't consider it an assist. It's not giving you additional information about the puzzle. It's sort of decluttering some of the UI and counting work for you. It's actually 7, right? Okay. And I never use like that grayed out thing to take over counting for me. I only use it as like a double check. Two, three there. Good stuff. And you see, because I saw that guy grayed out, I'm like, I could just more easily knock that row out by itself. You know, exit out, I mean. 7. This makes solving these with a lot of clues a lot more straightforward. Not cross my eyes like, did I get 3 there, or was that 4 1s or 3 1s? Is that JAL? Japan American Airlines? No, it's a 3-legged crow. Okay. Show me your 3-legged cock, I guess.
ラデンの家紋のモチーフにもなっている導きの神ヤタガラスでございます。この家紋はラデンの帝号にもあるカラスに由来してデザインしていただきました。さて、そんなヤタガラス、ご覧のように足が3本あります。この3本足のカラスは日本を含む古代東アジア地域で太陽に住む神聖なカラスと
Guess the JAL one does not have 3 legs.
そのため日本
Japan
神話で
Airlines
は
sort of
太陽神アマテラス大神
mascot
の
emblem
使いとして登場しています。
logo.
日本にはヤタガラスを祀った神社もありますので、何か導きが欲しいなと思ったら参拝してみてはいかがでしょうか。楽しみだね。はじめ。
I'm playing this on Switch, but it's also on Steam. Not all of the Jupiter games make it to Steam, though.
やった。なるほど。
No, I'm going to be watching a movie tonight, but I don't know which one yet. Hopefully it's something I haven't seen before.
ふむふむ。なるほど。うんうん。なるほど。
Let's do that.
ふむふむ。
6, 1, 3.
すごい。うんうん。
That can't be
なる
connected.
ほど。
That can't be connected.
うんうん。
That also can't be
うん
connected.
うん。
Easy.
なるほど。いいね。うんうん。すごい。
Sugoi indeed.
やった。
They call me a
なる
Sugoi
ほど。
boy.
すごい。ふむふむ。なるほど。 うんうん。
She's can do in either of those spots. But that's going to be limited there. 4 can't go there.
なるほど。
It's all about closing in on your number of options here.
ふむふむ。
It has to be a 3.
すごい。うんうん。
I read somewhere that it is it's cheaper to fly to Japan Disney
やっ
World
た。
and stay at hotels there than it is to go to the one in Florida. Which I'd believe.
うんうん。いいね。 な
Never
る
been
ほ
to
ど。
any Disney place. Think it would be fun. I'm not a big like Disney adult or anything. But also,
やっ
I feel like there's a lot of stuff that would be like if I had a list of things I could do.
た。うんうん。
Like I guess I have to be like right outside World, Disneyland, whatever's in California. I'd have to be like right outside of there. But people were like, "Come on, let's go do this," and I'd be like, "Well, I guess this is what people are deciding we're gonna do today." Like, it's not very high up on my list
いい
personally.
ね。ふむふむ。すごい。
If your kid is young enough, they may not know the difference between Japanese and English. I think they would know the difference.
Rakugo, traditional storytelling.
ラデンが前座見習いをやらせていただいている落語でございます。落語はもともと祖母がラジオで聞いていたのですが、自分でも動画で見るようになり、そして実際に寄せで鑑賞したことでさらに落語を好きになり、現在に至っています。さて、そんなラデンの大好きな落語ですが、大きく分けて上方落語と江戸
Is
落
it
語があります。
Kamigata Rakugo or Edo
上
Rakugo,
方
Abby?
落語は大阪を中心に発祥した落語で、大阪弁を使い 神社や寺の境内などで
Use
行う
Osaka
伝統
dialect
芸から
performed in the
発展しました。
streets, the precinct of shrines and temples.
行き交う人の足を止めるためカーンと打ち鳴らす小拍子や三味線などの
Or
鳴り物、
Kobayashi and
ラ
shamisen
デンた
used.
ちでいうところの効果音や BGM が使われています。また演目は笑いが目的の滑稽話が中心となっています。さすが笑いの本場大阪ですね。次に江戸落語ですが、その名の通り江戸から発祥した落語で江戸弁を使い
It looks
座
like
敷で行う
Edo
演芸
Rakugo
と
is
して
generally
発展しました。
indoors.
上方落語とは異なり小拍子や鳴り物など
No
はな
clapping
く
sticks or musical
喜
instruments.
怒哀楽どれも取り入れた人情話が多くあります。派手さはないが粋がある、まさに江戸っ子ですね。さ
It's
て
Edo
あ
style
なたは
then.
ど
Okay.
ちらが好みでしょうか。いえ、どちらかとは言わずどちらにも触れてみてもらえると螺鈿は嬉しいですね。螺鈿が
Nope, we got that. Sorry.
ねえねえ、西洋か中風亭螺鈿、ようこそ。聞いてきふんふんよ、ここはね、ようこそ。よし行こうか。聞いて聞いて。これはね、西洋絵画1。
So, how does this
落
work?
語西洋絵画1。
Okay, now I'm in the Western paintings area. Let's check out some
ふんふん
art.
スタート。
Maybe if I can do a couple from each of the floors, that might be a better use of the time I have left here today.
なるほど、いいね。
So we can get a taste.
やったー。うんうん、いいね。
8, 6. Oh no, that's not 6. So it did kind of help me there. It didn't go gray.
なるほど。
It's generally not how they're utilized.
うんうん、
No.
なるほど。
I started watching the Nausea
うんう
anime.
ん
It's a game that I've seen quite a few times in places for the Switch. It's like a visual novel game.
なるほど。
And I one time when I was in Japan, I was like walking around
うんうん、
the Shibuya Parko, and in the basement they just had like a big
な
like
るほど。
merch thing set out for Nausea. A bunch of cardboard standees.
うんうん、
I'm like, oh, this looks like a pretty game, but I think they're probably doing that in preparation for the anime. Now that I think about it, or like
うんうん、
promotion for it. They had the game and some artwork and some other jazz there.
なるほど。
Otherwise, after Abby and I finished up Sopranos, kinda
うん
in
うん、
between big things to watch, which is fine. There's a lot of
うんうん、すごい。
there's a lot of Criterion Collection left to watch.
うんうん、やった。なるほど、いいね。うんうん、すごい。ふんふん、やったー。すごい。
Thank you for the
うん
Segoi.
うん、
I'm your Segoi Goy boy. Take you back to the Akiba batting cages. You promise you won't fall balls back a ton and do nothing?
モナリ
Mona Lisa, you're an overrated piece of shit. Sorry, this the Lonely Island song.
ザ皆さんよくご存知の天才レオナルド・ダ・ヴィンチのモナリザですね。
Mhm,
ダ・ヴィ
mhm.
ンチはモナリザを描く際スフマートっていう技
スフマート
法を取り入れました。どういった技法かというと、輪郭線を明確に描かずに光や影といったものでぼかして描
Pretty
く
based,
手法
pretty
なんですね。
based.
これは後にラファエロといった他の画家も取り入れたりするんですよ。
It was later picked up by all the Ninja Turtles. Okay, so that is a Western painting.
西洋絵画に
We're gonna start.
綺麗だな。
Uh,
ようこそ。よし、行こうか。
I guess I don't even know key bindings yet. So these are all Western paintings. Let's try a Japanese painting.
ここはね、
Pre-roll ads might be kicking off here soon, so when it does, I'm pretty gonna aggressively put us into the screen Abby hates
はじめ
as we BRB. It says we got 2.5 minutes of pre-roll ads before it happens. Sometimes it kicks off early, sometimes it doesn't.
なるほど。
The babies making your dreams come true.
いいね。うんうん。
Has to be a one there. Oh god, they're even getting to the bigger puzzles.
うん。
They knew Western man couldn't handle the hard ones, so they.
なるほど。
There we go. Be right back in a couple minutes. Okay, hopefully everybody's coming back from that. Now, 1 hour of no ads. Scene. Okie doke. Oakley dokily.
うんうん。なるほど。ふむふむ。
Let's see, since those have ones over there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Too many numbers. See, now we have a problem, because I don't know if that 9 connects down to that 9. Or that one down there. So,
うんうん。
that definitely has to be a 1 though. Just show me the art. Bring me art. So if I get bold and want to write a lot of Python at the end of the year, I might do my movie ranking stream. Just because I want to write Python that takes in, I'll be able to I give it a list of movies and images. You should be able to put them on a screen. Let me choose one over the other. Put that as a pairwise ranking decision. Store it in the database, and then keep generating pairs in such a way that it's trying to disambiguate things that are close together, and essentially try to make a global ranking from only pairwise decisions, which you can mathematically do with some amount of confidence. But getting that all going in a UI, and also back of the envelope calculating how many rankings I need to do, takes a little bit of work. And that's work that sounds a lot like normal work, so I don't know if that'll actually get done or not. 2, 3, that's the worst case scenario there. I think this is more than 12, right? Yeah, or 12 exactly. What are we gonna do with you? So 5, 1, 1. Oh, this might be a good one. 3, 4, blank. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that gives us a couple. We know these at least have to be ones. That does not give us any more information up here, I believe. Yeah. A man can dream. 2, 1, 1. I don't think that gives me anything there either. Ooh. Maybe I should have just done the easy ones for a bit. Just kind of looking up and down to see if anything grabs me there. This obviously has to be the 3, right? 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
なるほど。
1, 1. that doesn't overlap with this one down here, then we can't count that as a 6 type. 3. Yeah, but if that doesn't go from there, we can't count it as a 4. Okay, let's clear the board of those marks. What can I work with here? I think we already ascertained this was 12, right? Yeah. That's at least good there. You know, those are 1s. 1, 1, 5, 6. Big 1. 2, 7. Oh. The 7 might do something for us here, right? Nope. 1 out of bounds. Okay, we're gonna have to start doing hard logic now. So imagine this were a 9. Then that would have nothing. This would have to have a 3. This would have to have a 6. This would have to have an 8. And we know immediately that you can only have 2 here connected. So that's not a 9. And we have the same problem here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We expand these out. The first number here needs to be 2. First number here is a 3. That can't be a 9. Now, could this be a 9? If so, then we have to go 9 down, which runs into that to make it a 10. That can't be a 9. That's the sort of logic I'm doing when we get to the harder ones like this. So now we know this is part of the 9. We can go up from here. That gives us that 3. That 4. Still don't know if this is a 1 or a 3. We know this can't be connected because it has to be either 1s or 2s in this row, right? So we can't have a 3. That's broken up. That's that. That goes out. That's a 2. That's a 3. So this still has to be part of the 9. It can't go down there anymore. That's a 2. We know there's going to be 3 1s, so that's either the second one or the third one. Either way, it's a 1. Same with this one. We know that we have 3 here, so 4, 5, 6, 7 has to be expanded out. So 2's up here somewhere, nothing new about that. 2, this has to be the 5. That gets knocked out. So we know this is a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 4 has to go up here. And the next start down here is the start of the 3. We know this has to be a 4. So just that. So sometimes you need to do something like that to really sort of shake the puzzle loose like we just did. And then it's a bit of smooth sailing until we hit another hard patch. Sometimes it's not about knowing the answer, sometimes it's about knowing what's not the answer. And I know that's deep. Howdy Gwen, how's it going? So 7 couldn't go there. This is more than 1, so this has to be a 7. Yeah, I was in a Discord where people know I love Picross, and a few weeks ago they shared some upcoming announcement for some Jupiter Picross games. And when I went to look for them, I came across this VTuber art-based Picross game. Where we do little Picross puzzles, and then she explains the cultural significance of them. Like we just did the Mona Lisa in the Western section. I decided to jump ahead to the Japanese section, or the Eastern art, and the puzzles got really hard. So this is going to take a second for us to get some, you know, payoff for it, but it's going to be good. So here we have 1 set of dots. We have 1 set of dots and 1 set of dots, all separated. So we already know that we have 4 sets. So bottom set's a 4, middle's a 1, top's a 3. Yeah, I thought it was unique, and it was unique enough I'm like, you know what, maybe... I'm pretty sure nobody I know has even heard of this game. So I'll just pop on a quick stream, I'll do a little bit. We'll probably never see this again, but... Well, on stream, I'll play through the whole frickin' thing. but I figured it'd be a good sort of lightweight thing to do. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with my streams next year. Let's see. Where's the one? It's gotten hard again.
なるほど。
We don't know if this is a 1 or 2. It's yeah, it's a, like I said, it's a pretty cool concept. I really wonder how this game got made. I don't know if this Vtubers one that is going to that like loads Picross games, or if the devs like this VTuber and approached her, or like if their agency's like, okay, all these other Hollow Live tubers have all these games that they're in. What can we get for our talents?
うんうん。
Can you get me in a Vampire Survivors? Best I can do is a Picross.
うんうん。
If they want to put Charles Doggo in a Picross game, just, you know, call me up. I believe I have commercial rights for anything with the performance. Just cannot sell the model. Not that I would want to.
Naruhodo.
4331. But yeah, maybe a peek behind the curtain here on my home screen. I was still playing Squeakross. There's Picross S Plus that I'm on like the 4th of 10 sort of DLC games in there. Finished ZA. Was playing through Arceus a bit last night. So yeah, I got plenty of Picross. Plus for the two new Jupiter games that are coming out. I believe one of them is I thought one of them was Capcom. I think there's a Capcom Picross. Maybe get a little Mega Man X in there. Is anybody excited for the new mainline Mega Man game that was announced at the Game Awards? I think the last one I played was 7 for the PlayStation 1. And I thought that was pretty good. I think nowadays we're all a little X-pilled, but I don't know if we're ever going to get a new X game. You haven't played Mega Man 11, but you're intrigued and happy to see more classic Mega Man. I wouldn't have minded a Mega Man Legends either, if they want to remake another one of those. The Star Force games I think are coming out this year as well. The remakes. So this is going to be a good year for Mega Man, I think. I think the last couple years were really like good years for I know it's not Capcom, it's Konami, but good years for like Castlevania fans, because I feel like a lot of those remake sets came out. In fact, I haven't even touched Dominus yet. I played them a bit more recently than the GBA one, so I wasn't as excited to play it the second it came out. Where are we going with this puzzle? I'm lost. Can't wait for the Star Forces once you finish Battle Network. You love Star. I've never played a Star Force. This year I only played Mega Man Battle Network 3 Blue Moon. I never got around to the other Mega Man Battle Network games. I am gonna get around. I am gonna finish it. Probably not on stream, but I'm getting through those games. And I think I have 2 X games left to play, X7 and X8. Ooh, good, knock those out. Sugoi indeed. So I have a bit more Mega Man to play. I did see when I was in Japan, always tons of there were still tons of Star Force games I could purchase. Did I ever share the pictures of the battle network gates I saw? The toys that connected to, I think, the GBA games. The Star Force games in the US have gotten really expensive. I think I showed them to you at least. Okay. I've not even seen the price of the Star Force games. And I think, okay, maybe I share them probably with you and Abby and some people individually. They redid the Mandarake in Akihabara. And in the new building, at least, they have none of the signs up that say no photography. Like they used to have signs up like no pictures, period. So I couldn't even be like, hey, Abby, did you want this CD? Because the CDs were in the other section. In the new section, they don't have those no photos things up because I think Mandarake finally caught wind of the fact that people were taking pictures anyway. Every other store, except for them, every other store is like, if you want to take pictures of the merchandise, that's fine. Like, for them, it's like free publicity. It's like, hey, show people that we got this here, come down and pick it up and buy it. Like, we want the sales. Mandarake was always really weird about that. Like, I don't know if the owner or somebody went through a thing with other stores where they're scalping their products, where they're just like, yeah, unless you're on the very top floor with the toys, it's like, just no, you can't take photos to share, reminders, anything like that. They have a better online portal than most other stores. The Surugayas have a great online portal. And also, the Mandarake stuff tended to be a little more expensive than if you a lot of times I'd see something cool that a Mandarake, not buy it right away, and then go over to traders and find it cheaper. So, but it's no photo. It's just no photos. There's nothing stopping me from sitting there with a notebook or just opening up the note app on my phone, which is what I ended up doing previously, and being like, okay, this game $7, this game $9. It's also a little easier when you can read and speak the language, because I can just look at the box, and even if I didn't know exactly what the game was, I could at least read it. To be HJ, to be honest, John. I'm being honest. But yeah, there's going to be a lot more Mega Man coming up this year, at least in the world. Maybe some of it I can get on stream. I'm thinking of starting off the new year with maybe a movie review, a Fuga, and then just jumping into Disgaea 7. Just fuck it. Just, you know. Well, we have so many years left on this earth, you gotta use them to play the Disgaea games. 4. Okay, here's something I've been missing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 there, 2 there. There we go. Ine, yes. Doing good work over here. I like that she's cheerleading me. Why'd you say it like that? Did I make a mistake? So this could still be 3 blank, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blank, 1, 2. Can't quite connect the dots there yet. And then, I don't want to jinx it, but when I'm finished with Disgaea 7, I'll be, other than D2, I'll be caught up on Disgaeas for this first time in my life. If it takes me too long, they're gonna make a new one. And then I'll be back on the hole again, but old D hole. That old Disgaea hole.
なるほど。うんうん。
271. 2212. Yeah, that has to be that too then. I promise we're making progress in this.
なるほど。やった。ふむふむ。
Maybe I'll try to show off a couple more puzzles that aren't super long. Okay, so that had to close, right? 1, 2, 3, blank. Ah, that's our 2. That's our 7.
なるほど。
Yeah, Gwen has all this cool stuff for her stream, and I'm just like, I got a couple of text boxes. I've got no redeems.
ふむふむ。
Except you can make a character when I play a game that actually lets you make a character. It's a lot of work setting up a stream. I just,
うんうん。
sometimes it just takes me the amount of energy to rearrange a couple of the elements I had before and hit the start button. So that's what we're getting.
なるほど。いいね。
One day, maybe you can play cool TikToks with channel points. Listen, I'm really excited that I got my Python script to pull down my letterbox watches automatically for me, and only have to fix that up occasionally when they change like the format that I'm trying to scrape. 1, 2, 3, blank. That has to be a 2 then. Okay. Also has to be a 2. Those are 1s. That's a 2e down here. Let's see, that's marked out 5, 1, 2. So we know that can't be together because we can't have any, there's no 3s here. Forcing that to be a 1. Forcing that to be a 2. I mean, I got the VTuber model hooked up, and that's about the most I'm willing to do at this point. Maybe things will change. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like sometimes stream overlays and stuff change. Like a lot of times people just add stuff and add stuff, then they'll go to minimalist, and then they'll add stuff and add stuff. It's like the phases of the moon. It'll wax and it'll wane. Got 2, 2. It could be either. Wait, is this 9 together? Okay, this is perfect. Since we got this one separated by the 1. One hypothesis is this is all the 8s. Or that's connected to the 8. 8 can't be because I'd make it 9. So if it's not connected to the 8s, separated, and then we do that. Sugoi indeed. Because that can't be a 4, we got nothing bigger than a 3. Separates, join.
いいね。
This can only be a 2. That can only be a 2. 4. Boom,
うんうん。
boom, boom,
す
boom,
ごい。
boom, boom. We might actually get to see a piece of art here. All chat's doing is screaming the word art in all uppercase over and over again. Gotta give them art. I think I got stuff working for reward that checks OBS to see what sources are active, and then we'll auto switch to my PNG tube model if the webcam is on or vice versa. Okay.
やったー。
That's, I don't know if you wrote the Python yourself or if there's some tool, but writing the Python to do that yourself is pretty straightforward.
すごい。
Sometimes if you're using other people's tools, how it's configured or other weirdness gets in the way of making that easy. Oh, nyar. Okay.
いいね。うんうん。
Let's hope that that fixes that problem. And we don't have to deal with that anymore. I may have made a teensy mistake clicking fast.
ふむふむ。すごい。
And we're gonna find out how screwed I am.
いいね。
That is the one.
なるほど。やったー。
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
完成。
Kansei?
紫式部日記絵
The
巻
attached segment
元
of
旦
illustrated scroll of the diary of Lady Murasaki. Please tell us about this. That was 30 minutes. That's embarrassing.
この作品には貴族を描く時の引き目鍵花や屋根を取っ払って描く吹き抜け屋台といった平安時代からの伝統的な技法が使われています。ですが平安時代の大和絵と比べると一人一人の表情や個性が見て取れ、より写実的な描き方がされています。これは鎌倉時代の大和絵の特徴となります。平安の華やかな宮中文化に思いを馳せた貴族たちが鎌倉の新しいスタイルを取り入れつつ伝統を大切にして描いた作品となっていますね。
Let's check out the glossary. What do you have for us? Just so you know, the Heian period is from 794 to 1185, and the Kamakura period starts at 1185 and ends to 1333. Very nice. And there's the written explanation again. Pixel arts, real art. Let's see. This was the Japanese paintings. All these puzzles. That's kind of a smaller one.
彫刻、そう。
Let's do a 2. We'll find some cheaper one, like 2-star ones to do.
楽しみだね。
We'll do a sculpture.
スタート。
Promise, this is not going to be a half hour. But yeah, I mentioned at the top of the stream, I do want to get back and do something semi-regularly. The problem is that with work and other stuff, my weekend streams are pretty much taking up most of my weekend time. Or at least my perception of it. Such that it was making studying a little harder and actually having downtime from work and to do other stuff a little. It just didn't feel like a weekend anymore.
ふむふむ。
So I would like to do something. I'd like to maybe do one weekend and then maybe a shorter Wednesday night stream or something. I haven't figured it out exactly yet. Or maybe I do weekends, but I'm skipping some Sundays or some Saturdays.
いいね。
Something a bit more regular.
ふむふむ。 なるほど。
The thing about that is that it kind of sucks if you don't like the game I'm playing, then you're probably just gonna see that game all year. Because I play the longer ones.
うんうん。すごい。
I was thinking about like having streams be like an intro to the games that I'm playing, and then if people are interested, I can keep playing them on stream, and if not, I just play them on my own. But I played like 8 games this year. Like games that have an ending and like you can complete. So if every day or every stream I'm doing like 2 games, like, oh, add this to my personal playthrough. Okay, I'll just never play them that quickly. That's definitely the one. Not the Jet Li movie, the one. It's like a sword or a little puppy dog statue standing up. Oh? Bastetto? Yes, please tell me.
エジプト神話に登場する猫の女
Oh,
神
cat!
バステト神の像でございます。本作のように猫の顔を持つ人型のものと、もうそのまんま猫になっているものと2つの姿がある女神様です。古代エジプトでは猫はそれはもう大切にされていて、猫の姿を取るバステト神と同じく神聖なものと考えられていたんですね。その証拠にエジプトにはミイラ文化がありますが、猫のミイラもたくさん見つかってるわけでございます。
Very based. Let's do one more sculpture. I'm just gonna go through and pick small ones. So we don't have to have 30 minutes of puzzle denial, of art denial. I don't have the art denial tag up. Art edging.
Oh, we're so close, baby. We almost got the basset.
うんうん。ふんふん。なるほど。やったー。
2, 3, 4. Boo, 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 boo. That's
いいね。うんうん。
Oh, I love painter's tape. Even not for painting.
すごい。
That's a bit of a misnomer. I mean, even though it's painter's tape,
うんうん。
I would not leave it up long term. It's not perfect. Oh, but for the edging, yes, of course.
うんうん。
I use it in all sorts of edge play. Painting around edges, painting up to edges.
なるほど。いいね。やった。うんうん。 すごい。
Boom.
ふむふむ。いいね。やったー。なるほど。すごい。
There we go. Paused up.
おめでとう。ガイウス帝の胸像。
Marble portrait bust of the Emperor Gaius. We went from edging to busting?
古代ローマ帝国第3代皇帝ガイウス帝の胸像でございます。カリギュラの名前で知ってる人も多いんじゃないでしょうか。ガイウス帝は狂気の皇帝として知られていまして、この胸像の上顎を上げて薄
Can't make
く
this
絞
up.
ったような口元は彼の狂気性を表現していると考えられています。ガイウス帝は最終的に軍や元老院にも見限られて暗殺されるんですが、暗殺された後は彼に関係する記録とか肖像が壊されたり作り変えられたりしたそうですよ。
Thank you for that explanation. Yeah, that was a perfect lineup.
国宝文化
So
財
we have national treasures, glass art, lacquerware, handicrafts.
日本文化
Okay. I'm not gonna do all the categories, but let's just pick a couple.
スタート。 うんうん。なるほど。
5.
うんう
Boom,
ん。
boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I should have looked ahead of time rather than spending like 30 minutes on
うんうん。
one pretty cool puzzle, but still.
なるほど。
Or pixel puzzle. That's what she's calling them.
うんうん。いいね。うんうん。
3.
なるほど。すごい。
I do like the Segoy. I do like her being like, oh, I'm so proud of
Yatta!
you. Look at you going through all these puzzles. You're such a good boy.
うんうん。 すごい。なるほど。
That's what Jupiter's been missing.
うんうん。
Is the pixel off instruction videos.
なるほど。
Come on, you're so close. You can do it. You're right there.
やった。うんうん。すごい。
There we go.
よくできました。茶道。
Sado, a traditional tea ceremony. Tell us
茶
about
道
this.
はお抹茶をいただくだけが楽しみではありません。お手前の美しい所作や茶室のしつらえを拝見したり、添えられた菓子や茶器に季節を感じたりと、おもてなしの心を感じることができる場所でもあります。とはいえ、花より団子と言いましょうか、気になるのはお茶ですよね。この茶道で出される抹茶は濃い茶と薄茶があって、濃い茶は厳粛な雰囲気の回で、薄茶は気軽な雰囲気の回で出されます。ちなみにラデンが京都旅行でいただいたお抹茶は柔らかい泡の口触りがとても楽しく、美味しい苦みがあり、またそれに抜群に合うお茶菓子も相まってとっても美味しかったんですよ。
Thank you. Good little info on Japanese.
風亭ラデン
What are people feeling? I can do another Western painting. I can do
国
a national treasure, glass art, lacquerware,
工芸品
handicraft. Anybody got a preference?
芸術落語
Otherwise, I'll probably just choose one randomly.
中風亭ラデン
Anybody who puts one in chat for the next rotation, I'll do
西洋
it.
絵画2西洋絵画
Handicrafts.
工芸品1
We'll do a handicrafts one, yeah.
いいね。
Then I'll probably do just one more other and probably wind it down so I can grab some lunch.
ふんふん
I usually have like a little Google Keep note of like stuff to talk about, and I didn't prepare that this time. Because I told Abby last night, I'm like, you know what, I might stream tomorrow, but I'm not sure. So I literally did the bare minimum of changing the background, pulling down the movies.
うんうん。やったー。
And hitting the start button today.
なるほど。
Are you gonna take her for a longer W, Abby, to work the energy out of her?
ふんふん。
Abby was a little, not Abby. Anya was a little devil last night when we were trying to watch a movie.
うんうん。
Sometimes she's fine. She's like wants to eat next to us, and other times she's just like, ah, why are we not playing all the time?
いいね。
Oh yeah, you were well behaved. I said the wrong A word.
うんうん。
I apologize. I said the wrong Mentioned the wrong A girl.
やったー。すごい。なるほど。いいね。 完成。すずり。
Inkstones? What are inkstones? I do want to learn about these. I would like to learn. Would you like to know more? I would like to know more.
すずりは大きく分けて2種類ありまして、中国の石で作られた刀剣と日本の石で作られた和剣がございます。
Tolkien and Waken.
その中でも和剣として名高いものが赤間すずりと五月すずりです。他にも日本各地で和剣が作られていますが、いずれも各地の特産の石を使っていることがポイントです。すった炭は材料の原石によって質が異なり、滑らかで発色の良い炭、水持ちの良い炭など、すずりによって絶妙な違いが出るんですよ。そのため書画において大変重要な道具となっています。
Thank you for sharing that.
芸術、落語、
Let's do an arts and
芸術、
cultural.
文化雑学。
So it looks like all the puzzles are broken down into these like different exhibits. At the end of every one of these like rooms or whatever, there's like a big puzzle you can do at the end. You want me to do a lacquerware next? Okay, we'll end in a lacquerware then. Another reason for hurrying off is I kind of want to beat the timer so we don't have to watch make people watch like 8 minutes of ads to then be like, okay, done with the stream. So I'll try to solve these fast. Not me to mark that, but you know what? That actually does work.
やった。いいね。すごい。なるほど。やった。おめでとう。写本。
Hand copied books.
手書きで本や文章を写したり写された本自体のことを写本と呼びます。中世のヨーロッパなんか
Sha literally means
キ
copy
リスト教
and
の
hon
修
means
道
book.
院がたくさん持っていまして、めっちゃ豪華な挿絵とか装飾画が描かれた写本がございます。源氏物語や伊勢物語といった平安時代に書かれた文学書は原本がほとんど残っていないのですが、写本がたくさん作られたおかげで現代でもそれらの物語を楽しむことができるわけでございます。
Let's see if let me type it in here. I think that's it. Hard to tell. Turns out when you type kanji into Google, hard to figure out if that's what you meant to do. Okay. Oh, no, sorry. No repeats. There was a request on lacquerware, so let's do one more lacquerware. So this is actually on sale. It's like 13 bucks right now, so if you want to play some, if you want to play some Picross, actually do a little bit of learning. That's what really drew me in. Lots of like little art and cultural little things in here. Maybe everybody knows all these already, but I'm learning stuff. So I thought that was cool.
すごい。なるほど。やった。すごい。いいね。
I'm playing the Switch version, but it's also on Steam.
よくできました。
And I think it's the same price discounted right now at 13. I don't know if it's the same full price usually. So here's our lacquer tree.
漆の原料になる樹液が取れる漆の木でございます。樹齢10年以上に達した木から樹液を採取し、そこから精製を経て漆となっていきます。漆の木1本からは個体差はありますが、年間で
The lacquer
1杯から
trees.
コップ1杯ほどしか樹液が
We
取れ
learned
ない
about
そう
Ochoko
です。
sake cups earlier.
めっちゃ貴重ですね。ちなみに漆もみじという季語があるように、晩秋になるとその葉を赤く色づかせます。しかし基本的に栽培されているものなので、遠くから眺めるようにしましょうね。漆の原料。
So at the end of each of these, there's a special artworks room, which gives you something that's usually a little more involved description-wise.
楽しみだね。
Howdy, Scratchy.
懐かしいな。
Let me go over to the intro one. In the Juufuutei Raden one, where we're learning about her,
ジューフーテイラ
we
デン
got this traditional storytelling, was a special artwork, but
西洋
gotta
絵
do at
画
least 5 puzzles to unlock them. They're a little, as you can tell, quite a bit bigger than some of these.
工芸品に
So this is a Picross game. We have that.
ここはね。
Lets you revisit the story parts, which is nice.
聞いて聞いて
And
ラン
then
の部屋へどうぞ。
Raiden's private room. This is the like the combined Picross. So you'll do all of these mini puzzles, and it'll create some sort of story as they are like put together. I usually do these all at the end. If there's question marks on them, that means I need to, do more puzzles in the regular game. And then there's what's viewing mode here, plus. Okay. But this is pretty much the game. We might be doing 1 or 2 more streams this year, but I don't know. This might be the last one. Our friend Artemis is streaming, so I think everybody here is probably already watching Artemis, but we're gonna go over there. See some Zelda, it looks like. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Like I said, this might be the last stream of the year. Might do some smaller stuff here and there, especially between Christmas and New Year's. If I have some time off and there's something I want to play, or if I want to get started on like Fuga early, something pops out at me, or maybe there's a fun collab I want to do. On that, there's a possibility. Otherwise, have a good rest of your Sunday. Take care. Have a good one. Bye. Bye.
Attention all personnel. Incoming jobbers with wounded. Report to the hospital.
How was that even supposed to work? I was rating you. No, you. No, you're the best. Okay. We got 10 minutes. I'll do one quick. I just told everybody I was gonna leave, but everybody just raided me.
ここはね。
Thank you, Artemis, for the raid. Howdy, Kirby. Guess we raided each other back. I don't even know if I'm still alive. Shout out. I don't even know how this works. the raid went through on my end, and then it... Okay. We are both, in fact, still live. Huh. Never had this happen before. Hi everybody. I was playing a Picross game. We'll do one more Picross puzzle, and then I will just end stream out of shame. You figured one of us would get there first, but this is completely unexpected. Yes. Let's do another cultural fact. This is a Picross game where apparently a VTuber is teaching us about culture through Picross. It was much less exciting than whatever you just came over from, which I assume was Zelda. Not Minish Cap, was it? It was Minish Cap. Always mixed up the handheld ones. If you love Picross, it is on sale, but it's still it's still $13. A trompo leoi. Oh, that's for putting in your ear? For getting like the earwax out? An ear trumpet? Oh no. Optical illusion. This is the kissing faces.
平面に立体的に見えるように描いて実際にあるかのように見せる作品とかいろんなものを寄せ集めて描いて遠くから見ると違う絵に見える作品なんかがありますね。こちらの作品はルビンの壺というトロンプルイユでして見る人の注視する場所によって壺が見えたりあるいは人の横顔が2つ見えたりするのが特徴でございます。
So yeah, this game is just that. Juufuutei Raden is just she's some VTuber I haven't heard of. I think HoloLive or HoloCure, one of the two. For everybody who's watching on Twitch, all these VODs end up on youtube.com/NMJohn, along with some of the gameplay stuff I cut up when I'm not streaming, which is a lot of FPSs or like PUBG, stuff like that. Did I add a letterbox command yet? I did not. I show all my movies down below. Every time I stream, I try to update this to show everything that I've seen. One day I'll make this letterbox command. I direct many movies. Oh no, these are the movies I saw, sorry. I didn't direct, or write. I wish I wrote them. These are movies that I've watched. Usually when I'm streaming more often, this is like a week's worth. This is like 3 weeks worth because it's been a while. Main reason I want to bounce it because I don't want to like make people stick around for like 4 minutes of ads for 4 more minutes of gameplay. So thank you very much for the stream, for the raids, for watching, for the awkward double raid into each other. The Ouroboros of raid, which I've never seen happen before, but by God, it happened today. So, take care, everybody have a great Sunday, bye!